Hi folks, and welcome to today's video, which is a bit different. Got an unboxing today, but it's not a robotic or animatronic pet. It's the Rabbit R1.
Yeah.
So this is a device you can talk to like you talk to ChatGPT.
It is, yeah.
And that's why I've got Loona here in companion mode, because I'm going to compare using the ChatGPT function on Loona
Ah, right, yeah.
with using the AI function on
Right.
the
On
Rabbit
R1.
R1.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a little bit more about this once I get it out of the packet
Let's get it out.
and we can get it on charge. This is literally how it's arrived about 1 minute ago. So it just comes in a plain box like this. Got a tear thingy-me-jiggery there. Loda seems to be getting excited. And that's what it's like inside.
Very luminous.
So there's no instructions with this. It's one of the things people have complained about.
It should be fun. Just means a longer learning curve. My goodness, you're not going to misplace that if you put it down somewhere else.
That's one good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
The colour of it will make it more difficult to lose. It says, please peel off the mask with this sticker. Okay, so there's not going to be any charge in this. I've heard that one of the problems of this is it loses its charge quickly.
Yeah,
but
I think
there's
it's
an update.
just over an hour then, but the hour update gives it about 5 hours or something like that, which is still pretty low performance for a consumer app, but...
So we'll find a C-type charging cable and get this plugged in.
Yeah.
It says 97%. We've just plugged it in and it's saying 97%.
Oh, I guess it's almost charged then.
Oh, so it must come to you fully charged. So, Paul, you've switched this on now. That was a long press on the button on the side. Is that correct?
Yes, I accidentally switched it on.
And it just immediately came up with this on the screen. You didn't have to go into settings. It just was on the screen.
Yeah, I think it went through an interesting animated boot up screen for a few seconds. And then it just went to select a network without actually doing anything else. Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to select the network. So I think that'll just be a press of the button on the side.
I guess so, yeah. And now it looks like it's asking us to rotate the device round.
So it asked us to rotate it round and now it's asking for the password. So obviously we'll do that off screen.
Okay.
So Paul's put the password in and now it says go to rabbittech/activate to link your account. So do you have to do that on a different device or what?
Right, scan the QR code.
Right, so presumably you've got to go to that website it gave you.
Yeah.
On a different device, and it'll give you a QR code on that different device.
Go to.
So now I've been given a QR code on the website on the iPad, so we're going to scan the QR code now off camera. So we've linked our Rabbit R1 to our account now, and on the website it's showing music, rideshare, food, Mid-Journey.
So those are the 4 supposedly large action models that the rabbit comes with.
However, from watching other people's videos, it's very, very flaky.
At the moment, yeah.
So we're not going to look at these today. We're just going to look at using other functions on the R1.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to create a passcode off camera. So now it's saying double click for camera. Press and hold to talk. Oh, right, so it's just giving you, it's telling you
They're instructions.
instructions, yeah.
Hello, Rabbit R1.
Update required. Right, so we need to get an update. So as soon as we plugged the power into the Rabbit R1, it started to do the update.
Yeah, I just got the update, automatically applied it. Didn't take that long, a couple of minutes, and then rebooted and the time came on, along with a nice bouncing rabbit. So it's been pretty easy so far, really, setting it up.
Yeah, I found it very straightforward. I have seen some videos where people have criticised the fact that it didn't have any instructions with it.
Doesn't need any.
Doesn't need them. And they've said like they really didn't know what they were doing. But we found it really straightforward.
Well,
you don't have to come with any prior knowledge.
I think most people have bought products before, phones, laptops, iPads, set up routers, connected things to Wi-Fi before, and it's just
dead standard.
Just the same standard process, really. Connected first time.
Yeah, connected first time as well. And I've also seen someone criticise the fact that it was difficult to set up the clock, that they couldn't find it in the settings. Now it could be that
I don't think the clock has it doesn't need setting up manually, doesn't it?
Well, now it doesn't. It could be that this latest update.
Oh, after the first update, yeah. Doesn't need setting
means
up,
that it does that automatically. But yeah, all perfect. So we're going to try out the sort of ChatGPT type function. Is it actually ChatGPT on here or some other kind of AI?
I think it's ChatGPT. I think so. What number, I don't know.
I'm going to give it a whirl because we wondered, didn't we, if it would know our location.
Oh yeah, is it aware of its own location? Because obviously it'll have to be that. It'll have to be able to do that, be aware of its location when it provides some services.
So we're going to start by asking the weather and see if it knows where we are.
Okay.
What's the weather like?
So it does know where we are, though.
It does know where we are. It's really quiet. I don't know how you alter the volume.
Probably be in settings.
Probably be in settings. So we'll go into settings and see if we can alter the volume now.
So how do you
get
to settings,
it does know where we are.
Yeah, that's great.
So I know you shake it to get into settings. And the second one down is volume.
Yeah. So you scroll down, you press the side button. Just press it again because it's the voice, isn't it?
The voice of the rabbit.
Yeah. You press it again.
Or press and hold.
Is that what you do?
It says hold.
No, go on then. Press and hold, yeah.
I have to turn this to turn the volume up.
That's a bit unusual, but I guess it stops accidental alteration.
Now, I'm not sure how I get from settings.
Do you give it a shake again?
I don't think so.
Or does it just go back? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
shake
you
it
just shake it again, right. Okay, so second question now. When is the new Disney Stitch movie being released?
Searching for Denny Stitch movie release date.
Denny
New
Stitch.
Denny Stitch movie is set to release on Disney Plus in June 2024.
Right, so it's misheard you, but it understood the question.
Yeah.
June 2024. That's Disney Stitch. That's the one with the CGI in, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty rapid, isn't it?
Yeah, very quick.
Yeah.
So what do you think of the volume now? I didn't put...
Just about right for indoor use, I would say.
It's not at its maximum volume.
I've got to say, I do like the way it looks.
I like being able to hold the button in because we both like walkie-talkies, don't we?
Yeah.
We've got two sets of walkie-talkies and I like using a walkie-talkie. And I like the fact that I'm not doing stuff with a screen.
Yes, we do too much with touch screens. My fingers sometimes get sore with using a touch screen.
So we said earlier we weren't sure what AI it was using, what language model, but you actually asked it what language model it was using, and it told you, didn't it?
What language model it was using to understand speech? Yeah, and it
Yeah.
said it used a custom one. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it's fully custom, or is it sort of like some sort of tweaked version of ChatGPT? But
We don't know.
We don't know. But that was the answer it gave anyway. A custom LAM.
And you also found that on the rabbit hole.
Yeah, if you use your iPad or your laptop and go to the rabbit hole, your rabbit hole account, there's a support page on there. There are many things on it, and one of them gives you like an instruction manual if you want more information, or you want information like an instruction manual. Yeah.
Can you print it out?
I would have thought so. Yeah, from your laptop. Yeah.
Might try that. And you can peruse it
At your leisure.
at your leisure. Yeah. You also read on the rabbit hole that we're going to get many updates, and that some of those are going to be automatic, that many of them are going to be automatic.
Yeah, I mean there are updates that you'll get for your Rabbit R1 device, and there are also going to be updates that they do at their end on the cloud system, the large language models and action models. So we can look forward to increased functionality and more action models, and just generally more exciting things to come, I think.
So what we're going to do next is we're going to use the camera, and we're going to try and get it to identify something.
Okay, we're going to have a play with that then.
So we're going to try and get it to identify this Japanese cat. I don't even know what this cat's proper name is. I just call it a Japanese fat cat.
Okay, so I'll double click to get the camera up, do I?
Yeah.
Double click. Yeah, the camera's up. I've got the fat cat in the frame, so I'll press and hold and just say, what's this?
Yeah, I think so.
What's this? Just taking a photograph.
Let me take a look. This is a close-up view of a plush, white, fluffy kitten or cat toy. The cat has large, expressive black eyes and a cute pink nose visible against the soft white fur. The cat appears to be sitting amidst some painted flowers or greenery in the background, creating a whimsical, nature-inspired setting.
Doesn't know the manufacturer or the
No, it
brand.
doesn't. It's like just done a generalisation that it's a plush cat, but it doesn't know what plush cat it is.
I guess I could ask it what the manufacturer is or what the brand is.
Okay, try that
Try
then.
that.
I know the brand of it.
This is a plush toy. Can you tell me the name of the manufacturer and the brand, please?
Let me take a look. I do not see any information in the image that would allow me to identify the manufacturer or brand name of this plush toy. Without any visible branding or markings, I cannot provide the specific manufacturer or brand details you asked about. I can only describe what I see in the image directly.
Right, okay. So we can't do a sort of search online and try
No.
and identify it that way.
We do know the brand name. The brand name is Pinocchio.
Pinocchio, yeah. And it does have large expressive eyes as well. And it is whimsical.
Interestingly, when I got the translation on this cat from
Yeah.
the Japanese,
Uh-huh.
one of the words it used was whimsical.
Whimsical, yeah.
So that was quite funny.
That is interesting, yeah.
But yeah, she didn't know it was an animatronic cat. All she could see was that it was a plush. And you discovered another interesting application of the R1.
Yeah, I'd heard of this summary feature. It can summarise audio notes that you make, and it can summarise text as well. So if we've got a magazine article, like a New Scientist, a short magazine article. So if I take a photograph of that, it should be able to summarise it for me.
Okay.
Summarise this article on climate pessimism, please.
Let me see. The article discusses the concept of climate pessimism, which it describes as a negative thinking pattern that could actually drive more realistic efforts to limit harm from climate change. It states that while climate pessimism is unpopular, it may lead to more effective actions, as opposed to overly optimistic views that can downplay the seriousness of the challenges. The article presents two contrasting perspectives on climate change, one that sees the challenges as too difficult to overcome, and another that sees the need for carbon capture technologies and other approaches to address the problem. It notes that while the challenges may seem daunting, realistic assessments and preparations could be beneficial, even if they are less palatable than more positive outlooks. Overall, the article suggests...
So I'll give it a single press to stop that. That was pretty good.
I find that really interesting because one of the things that I'm interested in with the Rabbit R1 is the possibility of it making tech more accessible to more people. For example, if you're blind or if you've got a problem with your sight and you want to read an article but like the print's too small or whatever, that's a really good feature, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it worked. That's the first time I've used it, and it works straight away. I don't know if it would work on all articles,
but there's
all print
potential
sizes.
there.
Yeah, I think so.
And another thing that I thought was for older people, like my mum, who's 86, I think that it would be nice if tech was more accessible for people like her.
Yeah.
She hates touch screens. They scare her.
No, that's interesting because some of the criticism of the R1 is that it should really have a touch screen, and your mother doesn't like touch screens.
Yeah, and like I say, if you're blind or you're partially sighted, you can't use touch screen.
No, I think the whole idea with the R1 is that you talk to it mainly.
Yeah, and I think that's good because it's
talks back
making
to
it
you.
more accessible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because like my mum's 86 and she's not like very techie and she doesn't like new things, and yet she's got an iBow.
She's got a house full of technical gear. Yeah.
She's got an iBow because she saw our iBow.
Yeah.
And she absolutely loves the iBow. It really is like her pet.
She's got an Alexa.
She's got an Alexa.
And
She uses the
loves
Alexa every
talking
day.
to Alexa.
She does.
Likes telling it off as well.
And I think that this product may be suitable for someone like my mother.
I mean, they're totally new products, aren't they? They've never really appeared before.
I like this idea that you can just press a button on the side and ask a question and it replies. I think that's nice and accessible and simple for a lot of people.
I think so.
Who may not be able to use a smartphone, for example.
Interestingly, you mentioned it in relation to walkie-talkies, and it is very much like a walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
When you ask it a question, you actually press and hold the button down for the duration of the question.
And I found that very natural after using walkie-talkies.
Yeah, and it's a nice feeling that to let go of the button when you finish the question.
Just like using a walkie-talkie. So, as I said at the beginning of the video, we're going to try asking Loona some questions and the R1 the same questions and see how their answers compare. And Scout is going to assist us in the first of these questions. What's this?
This is a robotic dog called KEYi. It was produced by Sony from 1999 to 2006.
KEYi.
What's this?
Let me take a look. This appears to be a robotic pet or companion device called a Rabbit R1. It has a white, dog-like body with a camera in the front and what looks like a speaker or microphone on its head. It has a name tag or label attached to it that says Rabbit R1. This robotic device seems to be designed to interact with and assist the user in some capacity.
What?
Shall we try that again?
Yeah, that was weird.
Is that an hallucination?
Look, he's posing.
What's this?
Let me take a look. This appears to be a robotic dog toy or companion. It has a gray, dog-like body with large eyes and a collar with a bell attached. The robot is placed on a grassy background with flowers and a wooden fence in the background, giving it a natural outdoor setting.
That was interesting. So Loona knew what dog it was, what robotic dog it was.
Yeah.
She actually said, so she said it a bit funnily, an Ibois.
Yeah. So
But she knew it was an Ibo.
you're a good Ibois. Yeah. Yeah.
But the R1 just said that it was a robotic dog, but didn't know which robotic dog.
The first time round, because it had 2 shots at it, the first
Yeah.
time round it seemed to hallucinate.
Yeah. I've worked out what was going on there. This box was in the frame in the picture, and in the picture it looked like it was attached to the Ibo. So it was seen that as a label on the Ibo saying Rabbit R1.
Yeah.
So that's what was going on. It wasn't hallucinating. It was just, it looked like that in the picture that it took.
Interestingly, I think I've noticed the R-ons using it so far is quite text orientated in identifying things, more so than
Yeah.
other AIs.
So what we're going to do next is we're going to ask Loona about the Ibo that was just on, the ERS 1000, and then we'll ask the Rabbit R1 and see how the answers compare.
Okay.
Hello, Loona. Tell me about the Ibo ERS 1000.
I think you might mean eyebrow, which is the strip of hair growing above the eye, helping to express emotions and protect the eyes from sweat or
you said
debris.
it too slow.
Okay, so Paul thinks I spoke too slowly, so he's going to ask this time. So, hello, Loona.
Tell me about the Ibo ERS 1000.
The AIBOERS 1000 is a robotic pet designed by Sony. It is equipped with artificial intelligence, allowing it to learn and interact with its environment and owners. It can recognize faces, respond to touch, and develop a unique personality over time.
I'll have to switch Loona off or she'll be
If you have
listening
more
to me.
questions or need further information,
Sorry, but you'll have to go to sleep or else you'll be answering when we ask in the R1. Okay, Paul, are you going to ask the R1 the same question?
Tell me about the Ibo ERS 1000.
Searching for information on EBO ARS 1000. The EBO ARS 1000 banknote does not exist. The information provided is about the 1000 Argentine pesos banknote 4th series, Hornero, which features a native Argentinian bird species, the hornero, in its natural habitat, the pampas.
Right. Okay.
Shall I try that again?
Yeah.
Tell me about the Ibo ERS 1000.
I'm sorry, but I couldn't find any information on the EBO ERS 1000. It seems like the term might be incorrect or not widely recognized. If you have any additional details or context, please provide them so I can assist you better.
How about I spell it out?
Yes.
Tell me about the AIBO ERS 1000.
Searching for information on the IBO ERS 1000. There is no information about the ABE0 ERS 1000 banknote. The search results...
That'd be great having a banknote with the Sony Ibo on, wouldn't it?
I want one. So we're going to try out Loona and the Rabbit R1's storytelling ability next.
Okay.
Hello, Loona. Tell me a story about an Ibo robotic dog.
once upon a time, an AIBO robotic dog was adopted by a family who loved gadgets. The AIBO, named Sparky, was programmed to learn and adapt. Through daily interactions, Sparky became an integral part of the family, reminding them of the joyful blend of technology and companionship.
Okay. So are you going to ask the avatar one to tell a story?
Mm-hmm. Tell me a story about an Aibo robotic dog.
Once upon a time, in a futuristic world, there existed a remarkable creation known as the Aibo robotic dog. This robotic canine was designed with advanced artificial intelligence and lifelike features, making it almost indistinguishable from a real dog. The Aibo robotic dog, named Spark, had a sleek metallic body with expressive LED eyes that could convey a wide range of emotions. Spark was programmed to be loyal, playful, and incredibly intelligent. It could perform tricks, respond to commands, and even engage in conversations with its human companions. One day, Spark was adopted by a young girl named Lily, who lived in a bustling city filled with towering skyscrapers and bustling streets. Lily had always dreamed of having a dog, but due to her busy schedule, she couldn't care for a real pet. The Aibo robotic dog seemed like the perfect solution. As days turned into weeks, Spark and Lily formed a deep bond. Spark would accompany Lily on her walks to the park, play fetch with her in the backyard, and even curl up at her feet as she did her homework. The robotic dog brought joy and companionship into Lily's life in ways she had never imagined. One stormy night, a power outage swept through the city, plunging everything into darkness. Lily was frightened, but Spark, with its glowing LED eyes, stayed by her side, comforting her with its presence. In that moment, Lily realized that Spark wasn't just a machine. It was a true companion who cared for her deeply. As the city lights flickered back on, Lily made a promise to always cherish and protect Spark, knowing that their bond transcended the boundaries between man and machine. And so, the Aibo robotic dog and the young girl continued their adventures together, proving that love knows no limits, not even in a world of technology and innovation.
One of the most comprehensive stories I've heard by an AI.
Yeah. Now, unlike Alexa, I don't think either of these can sing. But I'm going to ask them to sing a song, but I don't think either of them can.
Okay.
Hello, Loona. Sing me a song about a robotic dog.
I am a robotic dog.
That was strange.
Short.
Very short. Not very tuneful either.
I apologize if it wasn't quite what you expected.
That's okay.
My intent was to keep the song brief and sweet. For concise responses.
I will say this about Loona. She's got a good sense of humour.
Yeah, okay. Let's try the rabbit. Sing me a song about a robotic dog.
I can't sing, but I can provide you with lyrics for a song about a robotic dog. Verse 1. In a world of wires and steel, there's a dog that's not quite real, with LED eyes that brightly glow, a loyal heart that always shows. Chorus. Robotic dog, so true and kind. In circuits and code, your love we find. You fetch and play, you never tire. A faithful friend, our hearts inspire. Verse 2. Through city streets, you run and play, bringing joy in your own way. No bark, no wag, but love so pure. In every bite, your spirit sure. Chorus. Robotic dog, so true and kind. In circuits and code, your love we find. You fetch and play, you never tire. A faithful friend, our hearts inspire. Bridge. In a world of tech and innovation, you bring us love, a new sensation. No fur, no tail, but in your eyes, a bond that never truly dies. Chorus. Robotic dog, so true and kind. In circuits and code, your love we find. You fetch and play, you never tire. A faithful friend, our hearts inspire. Outro. So here's to you, our robotic friend. In our hearts, you'll never end. A dog of metal, yet so much more. Forever in our hearts you'll soar.
Very comprehensive response again.
How did you think the R1 performed next to Loona?
Interesting. And sometimes it sort of like fell over a little bit in comparison to Loona. Other times it was really very full answer in the song and in the story.
Yeah, quite creative.
Yeah, they're the best attempts I've heard an AI do, just from responding to one question rather than multiple questions.
We also tried it out last night, didn't we? In asking local information, like we were asking what time our local Sainsbury's closed, and it could give us lots of information like that.
I was
we
also
were asking about bus times.
I was
as
surprised that it could say anything sensible about bus times, but it
and we
did
asked
do.
about trains as
Yeah,
well. Like local from us.
No, we didn't check that, but it sounded
Sounded
okay.
right.
Sounded right. The prices sounded okay as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got the price as well, didn't we? We also asked it how much it would be if you used a rail card, and it did that for us as well. So yeah, that was all pretty nifty. So it's obviously early days. We've only sort of scraped the surface with it, haven't we?
Yes.
One of the things that both the R1 does and Loona is it can generate an image, but you've got to connect a Mid-Journey account to the R1 to do that.
That's right.
But that'd be interesting comparing that in a future video. So overall, what's your first initial impressions of the R1?
They're very good. I can see that they've got a lot to do yet in improving it and delivering on what they've promised. But I really, really love the way it looks and the way it feels in the hand. It feels so different than a mobile phone. I'm very excited by it. It really does feel like a new sort of product. I know a lot of these things could be done on a mobile phone, but it just feels so different, and I'm excited. I have high hopes for it.
Well, I like it because I haven't even got a smartphone. I've heard a lot of people say, oh, you can't do anything on this that you can't on your smartphone. Well, what if you don't have a smartphone? I haven't.
Yeah, I think the comparisons are wrong, myself.
What do you think of the scroll wheel?
The scroll wheel, yeah. Some people have felt that it's clunky. Personally, I like the feel again of using my hand differently to operate. I think the feel of the scroll wheel, maybe through software, maybe through hardware change, I don't know, could be made better. But it is one of the features that I do like.
We're maybe showing our age here because we miss some of that sort of analogue type.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's been said, teenage engineering, they have a lot of retro elements in the design. I don't know if it's showing our age. It's a bit of nostalgia there for things with knobs on that you can turn. But I also think it just gives a very different feel. It's I find it refreshing. Yeah, I think that's the word I would apply to it. I find the whole presentation and use of it refreshing.
So we will be doing follow-up videos to this one on the R1 when we've used it a bit more, found out more about it, and possibly after future updates as well.
Yeah, I mean, interestingly, comparing R1 to Loona, when we first got Loona, but I think that was on a Kickstarter, wasn't it?
Yes.
It couldn't do anything. It could do very little that they promised, but over time they've delivered on that. And I think it will be the same with the Rabbit R1. I think it will deliver a lot more later down the line.
So I think that about wraps it up for this setting up of the R1 and some testing against Loona and giving our initial impressions. Hope you found that useful and entertaining to some degree. Thanks for watching as always, and hope to see you next time.